So hi everyone, today what we're going to do for our video is I'm going to show you how I was taught to write in a traditional Mennonite school. We actually had different letters than everybody else. We learned how to write in cursive and in print letter and which is like the regular alphabet. And also we learned how to write the alphabet in something called Deech. Like that's what we called it always. I don't know if there's another name for it, or whoever knows a name, comment in the comment section below. But this is where we learned our ABCs in traditional Mennonite home. I saw one at a local bookstore the other day, and I had to buy it. I had to buy it, and I will show you the ABCs in a minute. And also, whoever likes my videos, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment whatever you want to my videos. But anyway, so we learned how to write these letters, these ABCs first, and I will show them to you properly in just a little bit. I will turn around the camera. But the kicker is, for when we finish this book, for when we could move on to the next category, which was Katekisten. Also don't know the English word at the moment, but I could get one and read it to you guys sometime, or show it to you or whatever, if you're interested. But the biggest thing was this. For all of those who have been in a traditional Mennonite school, they will know immediately. They will recognize this picture. In Belize, we had like a quarter. Like that was 25 cents. Once we finished this level, we would come to school one day, and every day we would check. One day, on the day that we would find 25 cents underneath it, that meant we had finished the level. And it was like the rooster laid 25 cents, It makes just as much sense as an Easter egg. And I do not know where the idea came from, where that whole thing originated from, but the rooster laid 25 cents, which wherever you are, just look up what the Belizean money equivalent is to your money, to dollar or peso, whatever. But at the time it was very little, but we could buy bolis, like a frozen popsicle, like in a bag, or we could buy a few chips, or we could buy, not a few actually, just one bag of chips, or like one little soda, or we could buy like 5 candies at the store. So once we had money, I mean, man, 25 cents was a lot, especially to me. I grew up in a poor family, so 25 cents, my, that was quite a bit of money. So yeah, now I'll show you how to write the letters. I haven't written them since I have been in school. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna have to copy it out of this book and refresh my memory, because man, my oh my. Yep, so I'm gonna turn around the camera and start writing. So here I will attempt to write the alphabet for you guys, and as you can see, the letters are a lot different, and yeah, there is 32 letters in this alphabet. Let me try. The first one I know is pretty simple. That one I have always remembered pretty well, I think. I was not good at writing this alphabet, though. I will warn you right away. And then the second one was, that's the big letter A, little letter A. The B was big letter B, little letter B. I'm definitely better than I was as a child. This is turning out a lot prettier. Let's see. That's the letter C, coincidentally. And the letter D. So the letter E, as you can see, looks a little bit more difficult. And F. And then this small letter F. G. Man, this is sure not easy. And then the H, which looks really different than an H should look, in my opinion, but when let's see. Letter I. And then the J. Little letter J. And the K. Looks a lot more complicated again. But well, after 16 years, I mean, who wouldn't be at it? Wait, excuse me. At least I'm doing this with erasable, because imagine if I didn't. So back when we used to go to a traditionally Mennonite school, the L is a lot like the J, if you could see. But when we went to a Mennonite school, like one thing I was talking to my sister about the other day, and I hadn't thought about it in a long time. But we used to have bathrooms, like not just like the old-fashioned toilets, like with outside with a little hole in it and like a hole in the ground and that kind of thing. But in school, we had those where one stall, like the girls had a bathroom and the boys had a bathroom, but the girls had to, like, there was only one room, like there was no walls in between, there was no private stalls, like you either go or you don't. Everybody would see your underwear. It's well, one wouldn't try to look at other people's underwear, but you knew that if anybody chose to look at it, they would, and that kind of stuff. Like, now thinking back at that, like, yikes, whoa, weird. But that's how we used to go to the toilet at school. And they still do that in Bullis, where I was born and where I went to school. Which is weird thinking about that. This is MNOP. Q. Small letter Q. This takes longer than a usual ABC's alphabet would take me to write. That's for sure. And a lot of these letters I did not remember because, man. R. now the S. Yikes. Wish me luck. Let's see. I'm gonna have to have my mother-in-law write these for you guys. She'd probably be better. Or my father-in-law. My father-in-law loves languages. This is the small letter S. This is the big letter S. If I remember that correctly. I'm gonna have to ask one of my aunts to see, or my father and mother-in-law, just to make sure I'm correct. But, and this is the letter T, and then the small letter T, U, so V, W, oh no, made that one a bit wrong. It's more like that way. I made that wrong again. Let's erase it completely and retry that letter W. One more time. I think that's kind of close. And the X, that looks more like the H should have, in my opinion. And then Z. And then these are in High German, they use A with an umlaut, A with an umlaut, like the two little thingies. If you know German, you'll know what these umlaut are. O with double little points on top, U with the double little points. Which one was this one again? I think this was double S. It's also called Schloss S or something like that. Or is it these the Schloss S? These are the ST. This one I don't remember even anymore. And these are the double Z. So I will recreate those as well for you. And all this letter was used to write letters very often, although most letters were written in cursive. But this was also used, and plus for funeral invitations, wedding invitations, they always came in this writing. So anybody know what these letters are that I mentioned that I didn't know? Please comment them, write them in the comments. Or even send me a WhatsApp. For those who have my number, send me a WhatsApp and tell me. then I can tell everybody and correct that as well. Let's see. There, that's the whole ABCs in Dutch. Yeah. And if you'd like to see more about the feeble, this one is called the feeble. If you'd like to see more of this, this is where we learned our ABCs. We would say them, and yes, we did have to say every single one of these A's. A, double A, B, C, D, E, F, double F, G, H, C, H, I, J, K, C, K, L, double L, M, N, O, double O. That's kind of like the translation. P, Q, R, S, double S, Q. I'm guessing this has something to do with the Q because I forgot it. S, T, T, U, like W, V, like U with an umlaut, V, W, X, Y, and Z, and then T, Z, or is it double Z or something? Yeah, whoever knows that can gladly correct me on these, so yeah. And here is just like a little flip through of the feeble. So here is, this was always the last way we learned how to write the ABCs. This was like how we learned how to write cursive. And then like these were the fanciest, ways to write a letter. And not many people would use them. Sometimes they would, but yeah, not as much. And here we could start to put together letters and to start learning to read. And there we're up to 3 letters together, and we would, oh, now my phone is messing this up. Learn how to read words, full-on words, and more lists of words. And then we could start to learn, read verses. And more stuff. Like, we had all of this going for us. Who else wants to go to traditional Mennonite school, or who has? Write in the comments who has gone to a traditional Mennonite school. And yeah. Oh, also, yeah, here we learned the prayers. Morning prayer, table prayer, and evening prayer. But there was also another, and that one's not here, in here, the after the table prayer. They prayed before and after the table. These days in our family, we now usually just do before prayer, before the meal prayer. But yeah. And then we come to the rooster with the coin. Yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was educational. And yeah, see you in the next one.